The interesting part, everybody just assumed, oh man, got to blame.
All right.
Justin Simmons tells us.
So if you're just joining us right now, the Broncos are losing right now, 6-0. I'm actually going to, I guess I'll create a banner real quick. KC 6, Denver 0.
Wilson, spin move, and he's dropped back at the 15-yard line. It's a loss of 9 on the play.
All right.
As Dana gets in there.
51 from the top of your screen right here. Go make the move. Does a good job with
Russell Wilson tries to spin out of pass and gets sacked. 2nd and 19. Why do I keep doing this to myself? Fucking Denver. All right, so.
Works his way inside, drops Russell Wilson.
3rd sack of the season for the 3rd-year pro from Michigan. Jerry Jeudy trying to get him involved, and nothing there. 3-yard pickup for Denver with Dana over there defensively for KC.
Wasn't that long ago we were talking about this game and talking about this Kansas City defense. You made an excellent point, Ian. It's a better defense than maybe what the numbers suggest.
Yes.
It's a really good defense when it is 3rd and long. This is where they get people into trouble. You get your good pass rushers on the field. Coverage guys get a chance to make a better effect on the ball game. And right now, they got Denver on their heels.
They did have 14 missed tackles last week. The most
Russ rolls out 3rd and 16. He's going to run for it. He's not going to get it. He's going to run out 4 yards short. It's going to bring up 4th and 4. And that's a 3 and out for the 727th time in the season.
And there goes Russell Wilson out of the pocket. Eyes are downfield, scanning. And when he doesn't deliver the football, what does that tell you?
I mean,
the guys in white shirts
playing with this must be a record because we are playing with 3 receivers right now that were unrestricted free agents. I mean, no Cortland Sutton,
no rush on Wickman,
no Tim Patrick, no KJ Hamler.
That ball does take a Denver roll.
And Kansas City will take over on the 21.5-yard line.
Chiefs get the football back when we come back to Denver.
COVID-19. Some people get it, and some people can get it bad. And for those who do get it bad, it may be because they have a high risk factor, such as heart disease, diabetes, being overweight, asthma, or smoking. Even if symptoms feel mild, these factors can increase your risk of COVID-19 turning severe. So if you're at high risk and test positive, don't wait.
All right. Well, if you're just joining us now, the first wave of games have been completed. I'm going to check right now to see if there's any updates, but look at the ticker in the bottom of the video to see. Obviously, Kenny Pickett, I have it down there. He injured himself in the beginning with a concussion, went out of the game early. Mitch Trubisky came back in, and there was no truth to Trubisky. Couldn't really get the job done. The Browns with Deshaun Watson aren't able to get the job done for the 2nd week in a row. Well, I'm going to say Deshaun Watson and the Browns aren't able to get it done because last week a punt return and special teams got it done for, or defensive. I think they had a 109-yard interception return. But Deshaun Watson not looking very good. They drop to 5-8 with a 13-point loss to the Bengals. Vikings lose to the Lions. A lot of people had that potentially happening, but I don't think anybody knew that they would lose by, 11 points. Lions just playing really good football right now. Their offense is scoring a lot of points, especially when they play in the dome. So the Eagles almost drop a 50-burger on the Giants. The Ravens, like I said, win by 2. And the Jaguars almost score 40 in Nashville. They win 36-22. So a lot of good football. I think a lot of games were a lot farther than we expected initially. A lot of spreads at 1, 2, and 3 points that ended up being 10 plus more. And then the Cowboys barely winning. scoring a touchdown, running it up the gut with Zeke with 40 seconds left in the game to take a 4-point lead. But for the most part, they were losing that game. And if it weren't for that final drive, they went to one. And they were 17-point favorites. So that is one of the biggest spreads I've seen in a long time. But honestly, it makes it almost impossible to cover. I mean, it almost would have been a good idea to take the Texans with 17. And it's the same thing with the Broncos, because Patrick Mahomes plays really good towards the end of the year. But sometimes, I mean, he's under 500 against the spread. So it's just hard sometimes for them to live up to that spread. So as the first quarter comes to an end, Travis Kelce catches an 8-yard pass that'll end the first quarter with the score of 6-0. Man, Denver 0 points in the first quarter. Kansas City 6. Nathaniel Hackett growing a goatee. You should try to grow an offense. All right, so let's debrief here. Broncos haven't beat the Chiefs in 12 games, which means they won the Super Bowl in 2015. Peyton Manning's last year, rode off on the horse with the sunset and all that. They had the parade in downtown Denver in probably early March, late February. And 2 months later, they drafted Justin Simmons. So imagine getting a phone call from the Denver Broncos, who just won the Super Bowl. In layman's terms, it'd be like if the Rams called you last year. They called Justin Simmons. They said, "Do you want to be a Bronco?" And he said, "Yeah, of course I do. You guys just won the Super Bowl." Well, the Broncos haven't beat the Kansas City Chiefs since Justin Simmons joined the team in 2016. So if there's any player to cheer for in this game, it's Justin Simmons. I mean, you got to cheer for Justin Simmons. He's been going through a really serious drought. And I mean, it just, you see how bad he wants it year after year. And he's very vocal about it, about wanting to beat the Chiefs. And it's just sad that it hasn't happened yet. But nonetheless, I have faith that the Broncos can get the job done. This was a game that was taken out of primetime. It was flexed for the Chargers and Dolphins. Patrick Mahomes' first matchup against Russell Wilson as a divisional rivalry got flexed. It's just mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. And I think I'm going to add to the banner here the quarter. I think that would be nice. I think that would be a really nice touch. Kyle Kitzman. How did that show up? Kyle Kitzman, Denver. Second quarter. 15 minutes. Save. Show. All right. The Broncos have had 15 plays. The Chiefs have had 14. The Chiefs have 138 yards of offense. They're going to do an end around wide receiver run. It's going to go for nothing. Probably even a loss of one, bring up 3rd and 3.
You see the sun, Charles touched on it. When you're moving left to right on this field, sun's not an impact. Right to left, you really can't make plays in the passing game on that Chiefs sideline. It's directly in your eyes. It probably will be for the Broncos for the remainder of this quarter.
That'll be interesting, Evan, to see what Andy Reid wants to do with something like that. He calls his plays to the opposite side.
Rolling out. Oh my God! What the fuck? Sorry about that. Mahomes. That's all I'm going to say. You know, if you ever look at
And just like that, it's 13-0. Yeah, big smile for Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs put another
if you ever watch Mahomes' highlights, it's against Denver mostly. He just he plays them so well. I hate that I have to break this down for you guys, but basically it was 3rd and 3. The pocket was collapsing. He rolled out to his right. Looked like he was going to try to run for it, and he wasn't going to get it. And he just like went like that with the ball, and it was a perfect pass. And the guy ran it in for like a 45-yard touchdown. It is so frustrating being a Broncos fan this year. It is just so frustrating. Oh my gosh. It's sickening. Sickening, I tell you. All right. So it's 13-0. Guess I should update that. Good Lord. 13-0. Ugh. Let's go NFL game live updates. Here we go. More games. The Bucks. The Bucks are losing 7-0 to the 49ers. The 49ers have the ball. And the Seahawks are losing 10-0 right now to the Panthers. All right, so 14 minutes and 16 seconds left in the second quarter. They're going to kick it off to Denver, and this one's going to be returnable. Montreal Washington makes a couple moves, and he'll take it up to the 30-yard line. A ref just totally ate shit. He just tripped over somebody. It was hilarious. Sorry, we're losing. I get. All right, so Russell Wilson coming back onto the field, 0-13. Can they come up with some kind of spark? Can they get a field goal? Can they get a big play? I mean, come on. How many times are we going to have 0 points deep into the second quarter? It's just going to start this drive with a handoff, and wow, looked like it was going to be a loss of 1, and Murray ends up making a guy miss, and was that a gain of 7? Gain of 5. All right, so 2nd and 5. You know what I like about that is that it's manageable, because this is a team that is consistently in 3rd and 9, 3rd and 11, heavily penalized. Let's see if we can keep another positive play going. They've replaced Latavius Murray with Mike Boone. Acquired him from Minnesota. We got Kendall Hinton in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Mike Boone, and it's going to go for a loss of 1 yard, which brings up 3rd and 6. They're going to call it a 3rd and 5. All right. You got to find a way to get Greg Dulcich involved in the game. Greg Dulcich has to become a factor in this game.
Number 3 overall in the NFL. And Kansas City's defense said, you know something? This week, let's outplay their defense. We're going to deal with their offense, but let's be the better defense this week. And so far in the early going, they have been.
Wilson is 5 out of 9, 33 yards, and Wilson is sacked.
Russell Wilson sacked on 3rd and 5. Brings up 4th down.
And the Chiefs putting the heat on Russell Wilson.
And the crowd is booing.
And I'm not sure you send a rookie to do work against a Pro Bowler. It's hard to do. It's hard for guys who play in the Pro Bowl themselves on the offensive line to deal with Chris Jones. But you're going to ask Luke Wattenberg to keep him out of the backfield.
Why am I watching this game?
11 sacks this season for Jones, 3rd sack of the day for the Kansas City D. Watson, the return man. And there was traffic there. He gets tossed down on special teams after the 51-yard kick. P.J. Locke making its way down the field. Chiefs get the football back. They've got a 13-0 lead, early second.
It's a minute to the kick. So let's raise a glass for the ones who do it.
Sorry, guys. It's just really, really, really hard to watch the Broncos this year. And it is just very, very frustrating. Other teams frustrated right now. You got the Seahawks losing by 10 points to the Panthers, and the 49ers 4th and 15, punting the ball back to the Buccaneers. So we'll keep an eye on those games. I'll go ahead and add them into the scroll on the bottom of the screen. Here we go. We got Tampa Bay 0, 49ers 7. And we have Carolina 10, Seahawks 0. But it's going on in Seattle. All right. Bam.
This is the planning effect. This is how it feels to have a dedicated Fidelity advisor looking at your full financial picture. This is what it's like.
All right. Well, I guess if you're a Broncos fan, the good news is that it's a 2-possession game. The bad news is every time Kansas City has had the ball, they've scored points. Honestly, if they score here, it'd be 20-0. In the second quarter just started. In Power Field at Mile High. All right. So Patrick Mahomes' first play is going to be a run to Pacheco.
Game in and game out, he might give you something that you just haven't seen before.
And now they're showing a highlight reel of all the amazing passes Patrick Mahomes has made this year.
Well, my staunchest criticisms of young quarterbacks coming out is they play horse. 2nd and 5.
I mean, you're not going to beat this team if they can run the ball for 5 yards. Like, you got to at least stop the run. There they go. Another 6 yards just running the ball. Man, I really wish I had some Broncos country watching this with me. It's not fair I have to suffer alone. All right. So Mahomes under center. Broncos have a safety blitz coming in. It's picked up. executed badly, and they threw it 40 yards downfield to Kelsey, and it was just outside his grasp. It's like if you're going to do the safety blitz, it's like do it. It's like the safety was like just kind of stopped with the running back in the back. The running back's job is to – oh, no. Draymond Jones is injured now. Add it to the list. Add it to the list. I'm cracking the door. I'm not leaving. Just gonna use the bathroom real quick. What? What happened to the game? There we go. Let's go into the bathroom, folks. Go into the bathroom.
Life doesn't offer you up to $1,000 back in free bets if you don't win. So bet on America's #1 sportsbook, FanDuel, and make every moment more.
At Jersey Mike's, you gotta see them freshly slice your sub right in front of you. Look at that turkey. Look at that provolone. Yep, there's some things you just gotta see. Like those lovebirds over there. Or this guy, pulling off business and casual. Bizarre. Or me, about to steal half this guy's son. Huh? You better eat fast, because I'm coming. Sliced right in front of you. To Jersey Mike's Street. A silver boat.
Miller Lite has more taste and only 1 more calorie than Michelob Ultra.
All right, let's do this roll call. Let's freeze it up here. Blase, where you at, Blase?
It's Blaze.
So that's how it's going to be. Blaze? Dog, you say your name right. Be Louie. You want to go to war? You prefer not to go to war? Me too. Hey, Aaron.
Here, Coach.
Thank you. Where's Bumbly Bay at? Is Bumbly Bay up in here?
At Walmart, save on thousands of gifts for everyone on your list. The savings are here all month long. Plus, get delivery on your gifts in as fast as 1 hour, right up to Christmas Eve. Shop Walmart online or in-store today.
This might be the start of a Christmas romance. Lisa Lapira.
This is the most fun I've had in a long time.
Must love Christmas. Here tonight on CBS. Everyone's invited to the most festive day of the year. The all-new 1 Hour Ghostmas. Thursday, 8/7 Central on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
Draymond Jones got up on his own, walked off to the Denver sideline. 5.5 sacks this season. Speed rusher, part of that rotation up front for Denver.
I am. All right, folks. Thank you for holding. Thank you for waiting. Thank you for being patient. Unfortunately, we don't have bathrooms installed on the chairs that we sit in, but that is the next big thing coming our way. So, if you've been following, the Chiefs have been whooping our ass. We're at a commercial break right now, but the game hasn't been necessarily close. Let's see.
And don't take it if you're on dialysis. Taking Jardiance with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
A once-daily pill that goes beyond lowering A1C?
We're on it. We're on it. We're on it.
Let's see if there's any score updates. Let's see. NFL scores. All right. So the Panthers and the Seahawks have ended quarter number 1. The score is still 10-0. It is 3rd and 10 in the Broncos-Chiefs game at Kansas City's 36. And the 49ers are at a 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line, and the 49ers are winning 7-0. So far, I think 49ers being favored to win this game, not crazy surprising, but I am surprised that the Panthers have a 10-point lead on the Seahawks.
Andy Reid's challenge has been deemed unsuccessful. This was the play in question. Juju Smith-Schuster ruled on the field incomplete. Reid thought that Juju Smith-Schuster...
All right. So Andy Reid challenges a pass that would have been 18 yards. It is not overturned. It stands. So would have been 18 yards. 3rd and 10. There's a blitz coming, and it is a screen pass that is going for 10, 20 yards. 24 yards. My God, dude.
To build on Mahomes, he got rid of it quickly. And watch all the pressure coming at him, and if he doesn't change his arm angle, that ball doesn't get out. He drops it down, and we talked about the baseball background of Patrick Mahomes. Pitcher, he can hit the ball as well, but he throws from every angle like a good shortstop, turning a double play. Going deep into the hole and ranging and making the throw.
I hate watching all these announcers just rave about Patrick Mahomes the whole entire game. I'm going to mute the TV. All right, so they're going to run the ball, and it's going to be, looks like a gain of 3 yards on the play. And this defense really needs to get off the field because they are just eating this clock as it dips to 9.5 minutes in the second quarter. 2nd and 6. Mahomes lined up. Tight end in motion. Snap and a handoff, and that's going to be enough for a first down because 3 people missed tackle. And that'll bring him to the 25-yard line. So now chip shot field goal range. And this kind of just shows why this game got flexed out of Sunday Night Football. It's not a competitive game. You got 3 people with an opportunity to tackle him behind the first down mark, and they just don't. They just hit him. They don't wrap up. This is elementary fundamentals. This is Pop Warner fundamentals. Wrap up and bring him to the ground. Wrap and twist your body. You don't just try to hit stick. It's like they just threw their body at him, but nobody wrapped up. Oh, man. J.K. Dobbins for Baltimore today had 120 yards on the ground. Pretty nice.
How about Pacheco being a 7th-round pick and cementing the job as the starting running back? Not much you can
Pacheco, 7th round pick, looking like Kansas City's long-term running back. All right. Mahomes is going to throw it, and it's going to bounce off the hands of Kelsey. He was open. Damari Mathis was on the coverage, but there was a whole, 2 yards between them. Kelsey doesn't drop these. It's just a little bit outside of his reach, but probably should have caught it. I hit him in the hands. You got to catch that. Glad he didn't. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad he didn't.
Second quarterback all time with 4,000 plus in 5 of his first 6 NFL seasons. Remember, he didn't play his first year. His lone start came against Denver.
All right. This is going to bring up a 3rd down. 3rd and 5. They're on the 23-yard line. Got to make a stop here if you're the Broncos defense. The problem is the fans just aren't into this, it seems like. I mean, it's hard to stay into a game and be just bullied. I mean, especially the Chiefs. Mahomes moving out of the pocket, and he's just going to... Juju Smith-Schuster just kind of standing all alone by himself. The clock continues to roll. Now we're at 7.5 minutes, and it's 1st and goal. Chiefs probably score in this drive. Maybe the Broncos get the ball back, and it'll be 20-0 because the Broncos are the worst team in the NFL. Where's that defense at? Where's that defense? They're trying to bring a blitz. Oh, my God, dude. Josie Jewell. How do you not pick that off? Look at this. Travis Kelce, he had a chance to catch it too. It went off of his hands. Dude, they're like dropping passes, and Mahomes is like all smiles and like pointing at Kelce, and they don't take this team serious. This is like they are just goofing around out here, man. Touchdown, Chiefs. It's almost like every time they catch the ball, you just know. Here we go. 20-0.
And someone keep an eye on this guy right here, Trey Smith. Watch this.
Gosh, I'm going to have to stop live streaming this game at halftime because I don't think anybody would be interested in a 20-0 game. This is just gut-wrenching. I mean, talk about getting bullied. You lose 12 divisional games in a row, and it is 20-0 with 7 minutes left in the second quarter. The Broncos have had, I think, 3 and outs in their last 2 drives. Then they had 7-yard drives that went for like 30 yards, and then they just ended up having to punt the ball. I mean, this is just typical Broncos Chiefs right here. Honestly, I don't remember a game being this lopsided this early in the game, though. These are usually fought pretty close. And it is just, why does it keep saying my name every time I update the score? It's so weird. So here we go. 20-0, 7 minutes and 16 seconds left in the ball game. The Bucks are losing 0-7. The Panthers are winning 17-0 against the Seahawks. Oh, I don't know what's going on with the Seattle game. They must need Kenneth Walker a lot more than they realize. Did DK Metcalf end up missing the game? I saw that he was on the injury report. We'll see what's going on. Last tweet says, finally, there's light from the Seahawks as Geno finds Marquise Godwin for a 38-yard gain on third down. The first down for the Hawks, not as a result of a penalty. So we'll see if the Seahawks can get something going. 49ers are winning 14-0. So these late slate games have been not very close. Russ is going to fake a handoff, throw it to Eric Saubert for a gain of 3 yards. Feels like anything less than a touchdown on this drive is no good. Anything less than a touchdown does you no good. You got 20 points to make up. The good news is you get the ball to start the second half because the Chiefs went out with the ball in the beginning of the game. The bad news is the Broncos haven't been able to do anything when they've had the ball. So it's got to start here. All right. Fakes the handoff. Russell Wilson scanning the field, stepping up into the pocket, and then he throws it over. Nice. There we go. Mike Boone throws it to the sideline, and he runs for a gain of 20-yard pickup. So here we go. Broncos key injuries: Tim Patrick, Javonte Williams, Randy Gregory, Garrett Bowles, Ronald Darby, Lloyd Cushenberry, KJ Hamler, Justin Simmons, Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton. Man. There we go. And is that Greg Dulcich? Oh, no, it's Fumagalli. So the Broncos on first down throw it for 5 yards, and they're crossing over to the 50-yard line. Looks like they're trying to go into some kind of hurry-up offense, not spend a lot of time in the huddle. Clock goes down to 6 minutes left in the second quarter, and Russ is under center. Wouldn't be surprised to see a handoff here, and that is what they get, and it goes for no gain, so it'll bring up 3rd and 3. Say they're in Denver, mile-high altitude. Oh, and Mike Boone is on the ground, and he's holding his hamstring, and it doesn't look good. He is clearly in agony, and I don't even know who we'd put in at running back to give Latavius Murray, because Latavius Murray's been pretty solid. The problem with Latavius Murray is that he's so old. He gets winded very easy. He's not a 3-down back. He can come in for a couple plays, but you have to have a guy to substitute him for so he can catch a breather. And I don't even know who that would be at this point. I really don't. The Seahawks are on 3rd and goal at Carolina's 4. So looks like they touchdown Seahawks. All right. So Seahawks score a touchdown. That's going to bring the game within 10. Buccaneers have the ball, but they're on their own 18-yard line. And see if Tampa Bay can get something going. 0 points. They've only scored 20 points one time on the road this entire year. They have the worst running offense in the NFL, and they're playing the best running defense in the NFL. So the combination of everything I just said, I expected Tampa to struggle, but who's Brock Purdy? You know what I mean? I know who Tom Brady is. Brock Purdy, the day he was born, Tom Brady was already playing football. Think about that. And I don't mean football like in general. I mean like in the NFL. And they had to bring out the cart for Mike Boone. So we will not see any more of Mike Boone in this game. So you can add that to the injury list that I just mentioned. I mean, at this point, it really feels like we're just playing in a preseason game. I mean, we have less starters I don't think there's anybody that actually isn't hurt. Like on the entire offensive line, no Reisner, no Cushenberry. Greg Bowles broke his leg. So the entire line's gone. We lost Tim Patrick's, Cortland Sutton. We lost Jerry Jeudy. We lost KJ Hamler. Those are all 4 of our starting receivers. Our running back, we had Melvin Gordon. He fumbled the ball every time he touched it, got rid of him. So Javonte Williams, obviously, with that terrible MCL, ACL, all that doctor stuff. I mean, his knee got just destroyed on a play that looked like a normal football play. Mike Boone being carted off looks really emotional. Marlon Mack. Probably remember Marlon Mack from the Colts. Hello, why is there so many Kyles? I don't see any Kyles. What the hell are Kyles? Isn't there another Kyle on the 6 media? Isn't there another Kyle on Star 6 media? Not that I know of. I don't know of any. My name's Kyle, but I don't have that anywhere on the page I'm looking at. Oh my God. Dude, are you fucking kidding me? Pick 6. How many times have we seen that it's just a play where Russell Wilson tries to throw a wide receiver screen, but he's so short the ball gets tipped? And it happens, but the guy that tips it just catches the tip, stiff arms Russ, and scores a touchdown. Yo, JST, are you still with me? Who's the Bears fan? That's Rick. That's the guy I shoot my Only Football podcast with. That's his Twitter handle in the top screen. And now Rick. But I will not take credit for being that Bears fan. I am not a Bears fan. Let me see if I can switch the score here to 27. Be interesting to see if Kansas City even plays with their starters. Second quarter, bam. Show. All right. How don't you remember me? I follow you on Twitter. Nobody said I don't remember you. I just didn't have the chat open. And I was saying that there's not another Kyle on the Star 6 Media. Here, I'll show you. Twitter. Were you with us when we did our last live stream? On when was that? Thursday. Were you with us on Thursday? Dan. Oh, we had a really good podcast on Thursday. Went pretty well. Who's your team? Are they playing today? Oh, Kansas City. Yeah, you're a Kansas City and Buffalo fan. I remember now. Sorry, dude. When my team loses like this, I become a shell of a human. This is why I don't live stream the Bronco games. This is why I don't live stream Bronco games. It is 27-0. No team has punted on more of its drives than the Denver Broncos this year.
So these are not the Buffalo Bills.
The opposite, 180.
180. 180 punts? That is so many punts.
Wilson escapes for a moment, throws a wobbler. Incomplete. He's trying to push that one to Brandon Johnson. Now it's 4th down. Nick Bolton had a beat on Russell Wilson.
And the primary receiver on the route fell down right at the beginning.
And the frustration, Jerry Jeudy. Yep. We've seen this at various times over the course of the season.
Jerry Jeudy's like showing a lot of emotion right now.
3-9. It's going to start revealing itself in different forms.
Unfortunately, emotion is not.
Man, I would love to see if Jeudy was wide open on that play, because he's definitely mad about something. I mean, he is clearly mad. I was like that last game, don't worry. That's pretty much 16 punts a game. I know. And you can add another one to that because they just had to punt the ball now. Oh, my gosh, man. You got Kansas City on the oxygen. And their offense take the field. If they can score on this drive, it'll be 34-0. Nobody scored. I think this is the most points anybody scored on the Broncos this year, and it's the second quarter. The NFL people are obviously feeling really, really good about the flex decision to flex this game. Can't believe we lost to the Bengals last week. Yeah, the Bengals have been the kryptonite for Patrick Mahomes. 3-0. Joe Burrow's 3-0 against Mahomes. I wouldn't worry about it though if you're a Kansas City fan, because intercepted. Josie Jewell. Is this the beginning of a comeback?
What a phenomenal play by Josie Jewell. Because Patrick Mahomes did try to manipulate him and move him with his eyes to one side.
Josie Jewell just got an interception. He's trying to fit the ball into Travis Kelce, and it looked like Josie Jewell kind of baited him by acting like he wasn't paying attention to Kelce, but he totally was with his peripheral vision. And the second Mahomes pulled the trigger, he dove for the ball. So now the Broncos start with their best field position of the game, the 45-yard line, and he's trying to take a shot downfield. Gain of 3.
And they tried to go momentum there to Denver, meaning got to take away. Can we get something big on offense right away? Maybe they're unsettled. The Steve Spagnuolo's defense had it read the entire.
He did 32 against the Raiders. Yeah, but there was also a fumble recovery during that Raiders game that went for a touchdown. So it was like, oh, there we go. Judy's looking really emotional today. The Chicago flag behind me is the guy I shoot the podcast with. That's Rick. He's a Bears fan. He's a big, huge Chicago Bears guy. So we shoot the podcast, Only Football Podcast. This is the studio that we shoot it in. So that is his side that he sits on. And that is my side. All right, JST. Oh, I thought he lived with you. No, we definitely don't live together. He lives with his wife. And he's not too far away though. I mean, he's coming over today, so I can see why you'd think that. But no, we don't actually live together. So what game, JST, what game are you most surprised with so far this week? Obviously, there's a lot of games to choose from. 49ers are winning 14-0. 4th and 5 at Tampa Bay's 27. So they're about to kick a field goal. Try to make it 17-0. Tampa's got to get something going, man. Seahawks are still down 10 points. Panthers have the ball at Seattle's 39. So just on the fringe of field goal range. See if the Seahawks can hold them. Let's see what's the numbers say. They're running the ball with Foreman and Hubbard. 6 to 9 carries. Chenault's got 3 receptions for 27 yards. The real story, though, Kendall, the Giants and the Vikings game. Yeah, I thought that the Lions would get the win, but I didn't think they would win by as many points as they did. I believe they won that game by 10. Or was it 10? Let's see, I got it scrolling on the bottom. 12. Yeah, winning by 12. Was not expecting that. As the Broncos go inside the red zone for the first time since week 12. The Broncos did not enter the red zone last week against the Ravens. And Judy, touchdown! Woo! And man, Judy really backed it up because Judy was super, super pissed off on that last drive. He comes off the field. He's arguing the whole time. He looks super emotional, and he comes back out here, gets a really clutch catch to bring him into the red zone, and then the 20-yard reception for the touchdown. Maybe that's the only way to get Judy involved. Man, if they could force one more turnover and get in field goal range. I mean, 1 minute and 35 seconds and 2 timeouts for Kansas City.
There's no way Kansas City, if they get decent field position, is tucking their tail here. They're going to go.
They've got 2 timeouts.
Yeah, they're going to go. Oh, yeah, they've got Patrick Mahomes, too.
Yeah, they've got an eternity.
They've got him.
In their world, a minute 35 on the clock. Mahomes is 13 of 21, 224 yards.
So Kansas City is obviously going to be aggressive here. And you know what? I'm going to call it right here, live on the show. I think their defense is fine. Giving up 7 points the entire half. It's not that many. Imagine if we could do that. The game would be tied. Panthers are on the 16-yard line in the red zone with a 17-7 lead. And the Bucs have the ball on their own 20-yard line. So they did not give up a field goal. All right. Here we go. 1st and 10. Second. 1:30 left. Little 6-yard gain, but the catch is in bounds. Mahomes is going to go hurry up. And I say if they throw an incomplete pass here. Oh. So who called that timeout? Kansas City calls the timeout. I was going to say, if you're Denver, don't call a timeout because right now the pressure's on Kansas City. But if they throw, a 1-yard, 2-yard completion, anything behind the first down mark, I would call a timeout there. And then send some kind of blitz on 3rd down. So Kansas City calls a timeout. It is a 30-second timeout. And they line up in a 5 wide receiver set. No running back in the backfield. Patrick Surtain at the bottom of the screen. Yes! Mahomes is sacked. Timeout, timeout, timeout! Woo! What do you mean second charge timeout? They called a timeout earlier? All right, I'm going to pee really quick. 30-second timeout. Don't leave. I'll be right back.
That was a bit of a trip. He got him with the leg and a stumble by Patrick Mahomes. It goes down. So you say the league off.
All right, here we go. Come on, come on. Damn it. This is the problem streaming the damn game. It's not reliable. Here we go. Oh, Kansas City gets the first down. Here we go. Mahomes is looking, he's looking, and he's got all day. They're going to say it's incomplete. 1 minute and 10 seconds left. 2 timeouts for Kansas City. In general, this season, it's not been good. Yeah, I know their running defense hasn't been that good either. Here we go. Yo!
Incomplete.
Oh, I just called it! I said Patrick Surtain. Did I say it or did I think it? I'm going to have to watch the... He caught it! Surtain caught it! Surtain caught that! Let's go! Woo! Let's see. I freaking called it. I said, Patrick Surtain on this drive. I called it. I said he's going to get a pick. If I didn't say it, I was thinking it. I'm going to have to watch the replay, see if I said it. I knew this was Surtain. I knew this was Surtain time. Frickin' knew it. And you know what's awesome about this is that the field position is going to be really good. What did he catch this on the 40, 38, 40-yard line?
Denver offense has made its way onto the field.
Yeah, I think Gene's right.
The ball was intercepted.
Woo! Let's go.
Denver gets the ball back with 1:06 to play in this first half. Second pick of the day by Mahomes.
Remember when people may have been saying, why would you take a timeout, Denver? You want to get why would you take a timeout? But they end up taking it and end up making a play, and now they've got the ball. There's one more chance to score before the half. And if they pull it off here and get the ball to start the second half, they can go 3 for 1 down the stretch. We're trying to get some points on the board and get back into this one.
They take over at their own 40-yard line.
Here we go. Take over on their own 41-yard line.
Motion man Dulcich. Wilson. That direction is incomplete.
At least that play stops the clock.
And for a Kansas City defense, it probably
Incomplete pass to Dulcich. About 7 yards off. JST Killer says, oh, no. Are we witnessing one of the greatest comebacks in Mile High history? I'm going to wait before I say that. All right. And he's going to throw it to Dulcich. Dulcich. Oh, come on. Why would you go out of bounds short right there? Fight for that 1 yard. He catches the ball and he goes out. That's just a rookie thing right there. They're just going to run. Oh! Wilson's keeping it! Inside the 40, so in field goal range. So a game that was the biggest blowout of the first half in my recent memory, 27-0, is now looking like it could at least be, at a minimum, a 17-point game going into halftime with the Broncos getting the ball back. 2 interceptions in the last 5 minutes. A Jerry Jeudy touchdown. I'll go back to Jeudy here. Take a shot. Take a shot to Jeudy at the top of the bottom of the screen right here.
52 seconds on the clock. Just got the play off. Wilson drop over the middle.
Good thing about that play is it stops the clock. So Denver does get the ball back to start the third quarter. So even if they get a field goal in this drive, get the ball back and score, it would be 17-27. It would be a 10-point game, and everything that they want to do could be in front of them. I got a feeling right now Denver's going to make a play, a 20-yard pass, get into the red zone here. He's going to step up, and Russ is going to run. Get past that 20. Red zone. Let's go. And I'll call that timeout. Call the timeout. Call it now. They want to hold on to it, but they're also just – let's go. Man. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. 22 seconds left. All of a sudden, this play becomes extremely important. Kendall Hinton. Timeout, 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 timeout. 14 seconds. Whoa, let's go. If they go to halftime right here, 14-27 and get the ball to start the third, Patrick Surtain, I called the interception before he had it. Hadn't had one all season. And I said, it's time for Surtain to get his first pick of the season.
And then he got it?
And then he got it.
Wow.
And when it comes down to it, they've been, what did you call, what did
All right. So 14 seconds left. First and goal. This is where you got to reach into the playbook and grab that one play that you've been practicing. I wouldn't be surprised if this is going to the edge of the yep. They were looking for it. And now he's looking there. Got it! Judy with the second touchdown in the thing. Yes! Let's go!
Is this like the first touchdown of the season or what?
They just got 2 in the last 2 minutes. It was 27-0. I thought about turning the stream off. I was like, no one wants to watch this. And now, there it is.
What is it?
I don't know. It is 14-27. Denver gets the ball. And maybe that unwavering belief Russell Wilson's been talking about all season is finally going to pay off. Oh. Let's go ahead and update this. Denver does not have 0. They have 14. And we have a ball game. Jerry Jeudy is screaming at Russell Wilson just now. He said, let's effing go. And what I think he's really trying to say is, I'm open. They can't cover me. You just have to force the ball to me. Make it happen. Find a way to look my way every single play. And I'm either a leprechaun or I just rhymed that many times by accident. Find a way to look for me every play. And this one will not be returned. So Patrick Mahomes runs onto the field. And if you thought Mahomes may not play in the second half like I did, think again. Kansas City has a 13-point lead. And Kansas City's going to take a knee. And just like that, Denver finishes the halftime. And it's a 13-point ball game. Wow. Well, how exciting is this now, guys? This is good stuff. Let's go to the Seahawks game. Seahawks. All right, and the Seahawks have 2 timeouts. Trying to get some points here to end the second quarter. Honestly, it looks like they could have hit Tyler Lockett on that one. The Seahawks are on the 14-yard line. They're going to take a shot to the end zone. J.C. Horn picked it, but it was out of bounds. And J.C. Horn's slow to get up.
He stays short, you throw it over the top of the pylon. Because if J.C. Horn goes straight up and down,
All right, so it is 25 seconds, 2nd and 10. 2 timeouts for the Seahawks. 3rd and 10.
shot at it here. Still have 2 timeouts. That becomes a factor for Pete Carroll. 13-year head coach of the Seahawks, 71 years.
Well, the big point here is obviously if you find something to put down that timeout, see if you can score, don't take away your opportunity to let it play for a mistake to take yourself out of this field goal opportunity.
Touchdown! Seahawks. And that's going to send it to halftime at 14-20. And there is indeed a ball game in Seattle. Man, 21-0 in San Francisco. The Bucks not able to get anything going on offense. Wonder who gets the ball to start that in the second half. So all right. So it's 27-14. This has been a really good matchup. 49ers game delayed. Is that what's going on? JCJST Killer says 49ers game delayed. I am trying to pull it up right now. It's not in my local area, but I'm not sure if it got delayed or what, but that game is not even close. Mike Evans is in the red zone, so no, the game is not delayed. They are on San Francisco's 9. May have been delayed, but the game is on now. 2 minutes left in the second quarter, and Tampa Bay on the 9-yard line. This would be huge to get a touchdown, make it a 14-point game going into halftime. Let me see who gets the ball. Who receives second half? Bucks, 49ers. Let's see. Tom Brady pass incomplete. Dang. Turnover on downs. Oh, if you're the Bucks, man, you think you'd... It was 4th and 2. They were on the 9-yard line. Tom Brady's pass incomplete. And they turned the ball over. If feel like you got to go for the points there. I mean, you got a big fat 0 on the scoreboard. Got no points. And let's see what that.
Where can you lose track of time all while saving time at the same time? Lowe's, actually. It's the best place to get everything you need for the holidays.
All right. Guess we'll go back to the halftime show.
They're young, they're inexperienced. And you see at times, you see guys running free in the secondary. So, again, they're younger, they get experienced, but as you start getting deep into the playoffs and start getting more experienced teams, I do get some concern about their back end.
Do you agree? I think the Kansas City Chiefs really, they're better just playing man-to-man coverage.
Yeah.
That's who they are when they play zone. It looks like to me they get picked apart sometimes.
They don't pass things off. They don't see the
That's exactly right. And the man, there's no mistakes. What you gotta do.
All right. So this game, halftime is about to be over. And
Is this what Nick was talking about?
the
Hammer time for TV. Verizon halftime.
Broncos will receive the ball in the second half.
CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report. The network you deserve. The savings you want.
And I am going to run upstairs and grab a banana. So I will be right back, but I'm going to let the stream keep breathing. And this is the Only Football Podcast.
Denver made a late charge in that second quarter to make these numbers more respectable. 167 total yards for Denver. The 2 turnovers by Kansas City has kept the Broncos alive here. And now,
All right, here we go. The second half is underway. And there will be no return.
At the 25, we send it down to Evan Washburn.
Well, and the takeaways for the Broncos shifted the momentum of that first half, but it was also Russell Wilson finding Jerry Jeudy, and this was after he was very frustrated about the 3:30 of that second quarter. I watched as Nathaniel Hackett went over to Jeudy, had some words for him before he went out on the field. Hackett told me the message was, be smart, keep playing. They're going to go up tempo, pressing here. You need to look for Jeudy. As for Andy Reid, it was simple. We just have to take care of the ball. We can't let this team back in.
All right.
First play of this third quarter. Wilson
First play is going to be an incomplete pass.
and could not get around L'Jarius Sneed. Jeudy very lucky because he did make contact with Tripp Sutter when he was reacting, and there was no flag thrown. In certain cases, we've certainly seen players get
John Hussey
flagged or tossed.
Yeah, hey, who was it? I forgot the name of the player, but back-to-back week. AJ Vanessa, I think in Buffalo. John Hussey with a little contact. And give Tripp Sutter credit there. I think he saw the emotion, didn't feel like he was being aggressive towards him, and decided there was no reason to throw a flag.
Jump there. Penalties have not been an issue here.
False start.
75. 5-yard penalty.
That's not what you wanted when you. That's not what we needed to come out and start the second half with an incomplete pass and a false start.
About what Jeudy was really frustrated about. He goes, well, look, we're down 27-0. It's a lot of things, but there was some frustration. He feels like he was getting held a lot in that first half. Jeudy was, and he let his emotions maybe get best of him there for a moment.
And that's probably why he was in the vicinity of Tripp Sutter at that moment. Again, his eyes pointed out. Really fortunate he did not get a flag.
Second down and 15.
Nice pass.
A bullet to Jeudy. And whatever was going on with Jeudy, he has used it as fuel, and he is performing on the field. That's a 14-yard completion.
And he won that route on the release. Did you see how he worked Joshua Williams, the rookie out of Fayetteville State, outside first, and then came back inside with a
Jerry Judy's having a monster game.
We talked about
He said first down, and it was actually not a first down. It was a 14-yard gain, so it brings up 3rd and 1.
I don't know about Jerry Judy in basketball, but that's exactly what that was. Carried it right to the rim on that one.
3rd down and 1 for Denver. Trying to get it on the ground.
Got it. Latavius Murray gets the first down, and that'll go to the 38-yard line. And the Broncos have a first down.
Right? They've got a little continuity going right now. They're trying to take advantage of going right back to the line of scrimmage.
Broncos going no huddle. Wilson pump, second pump, looking, and he's going to eat it.
Oh, get outside the pocket.
George Karlaftis had a sack last week.
Get outside the pocket, man.
You call the quick game and the ball
Wilson just gets sacked. It seemed like he had.
these types of things happen. As you mentioned,
Get outside the pocket.
everyone's covered. Karlaftis stays with it, and that was a big call.
Brings up a 2nd and 14.
And stayed with plays. Karlaftis
Man, it's so important that we get points in this drive. Perfect. Perfect. Go. 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 Touchdown. Let's go. Woo. Marlon Mack. We got a ball game. Oh my goodness. They bring the blitz, and it's the perfect play call. Woo! Let's go. 21 unanswered points. And we got a ball game. Woo-hoo-hoo! 5 minutes. 21 unanswered in 5 minutes. They scored more points in 5 minutes than they average a game. Wow. Y'all, this is exciting. This is exciting. This is exciting. I got to take a victory lap.
razor designed to take the hassle out of your routine with effortless shaving and one efficient stroke. The bar on the handle removes unseen dirt and debris that gets in the way of the blades, so nothing gets between you and a quick and easy shave. All with a lifetime warranty. Gillette, the best a man can get.
Yeah. Whew. Had to get a glass of water. It's too much. It's too much, guys. This may become the greatest game of my life if we win this.
Franklin, what are you doing here? The more the merrier.
The special 1 hour Ghostsmas. Thursday, 8/7 Central on CBS.
What's going on?
Paramount Plus.
All right. Well, if you're joining us now, the score doesn't really tell the tale of the whole game. The Chiefs got out to a 27-0 lead. And all hope seemed to be lost in the game. And in the last 3 minutes and 32 seconds, the Broncos have 21 unanswered points. which means it's a 6-point game. And I'm lost for words. I mean, we scored in 3 minutes more points than we score almost in any game this season. And Kansas City has a 6-point lead. But Kansas City hadn't really had – they took knees at the end to end the second half, and then they didn't get the ball yet in the second half. So the real question is going to be, can the Broncos make a stop here on defense? All right, so here we go.
Can Kansas City find its rhythm? Pacheco, first down run.
Looks like Baron Browning might have been offsides on that play, but he wasn't.
And if you're Kansas City, your thought process is, we brought them back into this game. Give them credit for getting it done. But Patrick Mahomes is saying to himself, I did this. Interception to Jules, set it up. Interception to Surtain. Can he just get back to being himself? And as Andrew Reed told Evan Bosworth,
Here we go, 2nd and 5. There you go. Kareem Jackson with the hit. The blitz was picked up. Mahomes dumped it off. Pass is complete, but no gain.
San Francisco all over Tampa Bay, 28-0 at the half.
Ian, have they renamed this guy? My goodness.
Guys, this is why the NFL is what it is. The unlikely stories week in and week out. Brock Purdy in week 14. Mahomes
sacked!
Is dunked.
Woo! So a 3rd down play with Kansas City desperate to get some momentum back results in a sack. Wow. Jonathan Cooper is just a free man running. No one picks him up. And now Kansas City will punt. I almost wish he would have returned that. I think the right side of the field, his guy picked up the block pretty good. I mean, it bounced in the end zone, so it's a safe move, but interesting to see if he would have returned it. It looked like he had at least 15 yards of space. All right, so Denver takes the field again. This time, they're only down 6. And there's a scenario where Denver scores on this drive, and they're beating the Chiefs 28-27. I don't know what's happening. Pinch me. 27-0. Halfway through the second quarter. I mean, it looked like people were going to start potentially leaving. It was that bad. And in 3 minutes and 31 seconds, Denver scores 21 points. They have all the momentum right now. They're at home. Anything's possible. If they win this game, this will go down as one of the greatest comebacks in Denver Broncos history. The last game I remember the Broncos coming back was Monday Night Football against the Chargers. They were down 24-0. Like this game, they were down 27-0. Even more impressive. And that game was almost a decade ago, and I remember it.
Didn't scream, no. So that's why it's not a big deal. This
What Really Happened replay is brought to you by Progressive. Something no one would challenge, protecting your home and auto with Progressive.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
It's a really funny Progressive commercial.
Let's take a look at the game flow presented by Progressive Insurance.
All right, so this is how the game started with Mahomes flicking the wrist for a touchdown. It was all Kansas City. Marlon Mack, for the last 20 yards of that touchdown, was trying not to trip over his own feet. It reminded me of Daniel Jones. All right, so here we go. Score on this drive, and you have the lead. What is going on? They fake the keeper, and they actually give it to Murray. Gain of 3. Don't get conservative now. You got in this position by airing the ball out. Let it rip.
Brings him to 11 touchdowns on the season. They're going to give Mack a shot here on 2nd and 7. Fake it, trying to float it to him. Mack. Too many Chiefs in that area for Mack.
Dang. The Broncos have already hit the over on this game. Isn't that crazy?
And they're taking advantage of an unsettled offensive line by Denver. They've had troubles all year long. We came into this game with the offensive line, the starting 5 for the 4th straight week until Dalton Reisner got hurt. He doesn't play. They start with Luke Wattenberg at left guard. Now Natani Muti is in left guard because Quinn Bailey, 75, took a series as well.
3rd down and 11 from the 19. Nickel package here for KC.
All right, 3rd and 11.
Wilson out of the pocket. Darts one. Spin move. Dulcich makes 2 men.
Oh!
And he's going to come up short. Nick Bolton there to make sure he didn't get the first down. They needed 11. They got 9.
Yeah, Bolton became the eraser on this one because it looked like Dulcich had made a big Thornhill miss in open field and had a chance to pick up the first down. But here comes their best tackler, their most striking hitter.
You got to respect the effort. 3rd and 12, Dulcich catches the ball. Comes up 1 yard short.
To punt it away, Justin Watson is the return man waiting at the 25. Watson came over from Tampa Bay. Fair catch called for.
All right, so Kansas City will get the ball on the 22-yard line. They are winning by 6 points with 9 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. The Broncos did a pretty good job of holding the Chiefs on that last drive, but definitely don't want to see a 3-and-out with the Broncos because, well, you can only hold the Chiefs back for so long. Well, Top Gun commercial. Never hurt nobody. All right. So the Bucs are losing 28-0. Nobody saw that coming. That game has just turned into a total blowout. A game that was 7-0 with 4 minutes in the first quarter is 28-0 at halftime.
Right. I mean, I'm not a basketball guy. Call it quick to get a quote today. Like a good neighbor,
Cheese was enough. It's not enough.
Mr. Irrelevant in the first quarter. 14 for 18, 185 yards, and 3 total touchdowns. Guess they should probably change his name to Mr. Relevant.
And Power Field at Mile High opened back in 2001. Broncos fans here in Denver. It's been a disappointing season.
Here we go. First down. Pass is complete. Gain of 6 yards. Bring up 2nd and 4.
Broncos got back in a heavy dose of defense. This interception to get things started, Josie Jewell. And that turned into a touchdown to Jerry Jeudy. Then a second one, an unbelievable catch by Patrick Surtain. Another Jeudy touchdown. Then the first third down in the second half. Travis Kelce smothered in the secondary. Down to Cooper with the
Here we go. 2nd and 3. They're going to run the ball. And short. It's going to be 3rd and 1.
So 3rd down and short here for Kansas City. Clock is rolling. 8:14 to go in the 3rd.
I would be surprised if they don't just run the ball again. Their last 4 possessions, interception, halftime, punt. So a lot of momentum going right now for the Broncos. Kansas City lines up 3rd and 1. Kelce in motion. Mahomes snaps it, rolls out immediately, and no flags. Denver came with the pressure. Mahomes tried to make a throw. Oh.
Another pressure from the backside.
That was just a good defensive play. And Kansas City is going to bring out the punter. And another 3 and out for Kansas City.
So another kick coming here from Tommy Townsend, who just set his career high on the previous punt. This one's got the distance as well, but returnable for Washington. Brought down as he crosses the 25-yard line. 63-yard kick.
63-yard punt. Washington returns it to the 28-yard line, so good thing he didn't let it bounce in the end zone. Got an extra 3 yards out of that. Next week, Chiefs are playing the Texans. Bengals at Bucks.
Oh. Nathaniel Hackett, he's got connections to Kansas City. As a kid, his dad, Paul Hackett, was the offensive coordinator for Marty Schottenheimer, so he was there 5 times.
All right, here we go.
Got to know Montana, got to know
1st and 10. Kendall in motion. Wilson snaps, looks, throws it to Jeudy. It's going to be a gain of 5. Quick snap and pass. Jeudy just finds the soft spot in the zone. Kind of just stays in that area, catches the ball. Gain of 4. 2nd and 6. Broncos going kind of fast here. Snap the ball. They're going to hand it off to Latavius Murray, and he's going to jump and get carried for a gain of 7, and that's going to be a Broncos 1st down as we hit 7 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. All right. Russell Wilson and company in the 38-yard line. Wilson pointing fingers at the defense, calling names, snaps the ball, stepping back, looking for somebody. He's trying to roll out. Oh, he takes the sack. It seemed like he could have threw it away. This offensive line is a problem. That is Kansas City's 5th sack of the day. So definitely been an issue for the Broncos not having an offensive line. And that sack, I mean, he just kept going back and back. 2nd and 24. That's a way to kill some momentum. All right, so now you got to take a shot here or do something short. And another sack. Damn it. That sack happened in 2 seconds, 2.4 seconds. I mean, nobody's going downfield that quick. What happened here? Oh my gosh, this offensive line is terrible. I mean, these guys came in untouched, and now it's 3rd and 30. And I mean, what do you do here? Screen? You definitely don't have time to let receivers get down that far, so probably a halfback draw, to be honest. They're going to have to win this game with their defense now. Let's see what they do here. Russ snaps it. Pocket looks good so far, and he throws it into the dirt. I mean, look, if you're going to throw a check down on 3rd and 30, at least make sure the ball can get there when you have a clean pocket. What the hell? What are you doing? Throw the ball into the dirt. That's just a bad pass. Gosh, it just seems like their last 5 possessions for Kansas City, they got punt, interception. They took that knee to go into the half. And you got to take advantage of this stuff, man. You can't be throwing check downs into the dirt on 3rd and 30. So the Broncos will punt it. Kansas City's got the ball on the 35-yard line, but there is a flag on the play. 6-yard return on the punt. You can only hold this Chiefs team back for so long. And the fact that they haven't scored in their last 2 drives, even a field goal, they only have 1 first down, it's not good. During the return, holding on the receiving team. That's good. That's good. 10-yard penalty. So now this drive starts on the 25-yard line for Kansas City. And that'll back it up a little bit. So it is still... Why does it say my name? Is there even a... I don't even have a banner with my name in it. It is so weird. 27-14. And I'm going to go ahead and update that. I will gladly update that because it is 27-21, and people deserve to know the truth. All right. Skip Bayless tweeted out, well, Bucks at Niners is over. I had the Bucks holding Brock Purdy to 13. It's 14-0 after more than a quarter. Hard to believe Brady can score more than 14 versus the NFL's best defense. How about overtime? A tweet that is not aging well, a tweet that he posted when the Bucks were losing 14-0. Well, it's 28-0 now. So obviously the people letting him have it. Just people destroying Skip Bayless. Brandon Perna with a tweet, the Broncos will defeat the Chiefs today. And let's see. Greg Dulcich has to score a touchdown at any time. Mahomes interceptions thrown 1. That's already happened. Pacheco, anytime touchdown scorer. And that has happened. Under 22.5. Kansas City's total points. That didn't happen, so that is gone. Sorry about that, Cody, at the Orange Somni. Probably said that wrong, but whatevs. All right.
Feet above sea level, where the Kansas City Chiefs leading the Denver Broncos 27-21.
Here we go. Kansas City takes over the ball on the 30-yard line. Get him in! Oh, Surtain with the great coverage. Mahomes was rolling out, and the pressure was coming. He was running for his life, and then he just overthrew his receiver. Guys, we're going to do this live right now. We are going to beat the Chiefs for the first time since 2015 live on the only football podcast. And I need you guys to believe. I need you guys to believe with me. Come on, believe. You're not believing. All right. Mahomes points at some of our defenders and throws it to Kelsey, and he's got a first down for a gain of 12. And that is you and you and you, all of your fault, because you know what? I can tell you guys aren't believing. San Francisco's winning 35-0.
Wow, that's almost like saying, do I need to say more than Iron Eagle?
What the hell, man? How did the Bucs let that shit happen? You got Brock Purdy. Let's go. Singleton, make the tackle. Come on, keep him on that side. Keep him on that side. They're only 4 yards away from crossing the 50-yard line. Second down. Kelsey's got a hand up, and he's taking himself out of the game. He's doing one of these. And it's not for another player. So I will keep you guys up to date on that. Just a reminder that Slime Time is a Nickelodeon's NFL show that's going to be on 6 o'clock on Wednesdays. Patrick Mahomes snaps the ball. He's looking for a guy. He's got a good pocket. A guy's coming behind. He's got a wide open 83. And it's going to go. Damn it. Come on. We need a turnover. We can only score touchdowns off turnovers. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
And you see how he just to the left? Because Mahomes couldn't get it to him right down the middle. And then Mahomes is telling him, you, go over there. And wham.
Come on, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Let's get a tackle for loss. Yes! Kelsey, who's back in the game. It looked like he had a chance to catch it, but apparently he just turned into a defender and made sure Kareem Jackson didn't catch it. Because Kareem Jackson... Oh, that was almost a pick. That would have been huge for Denver as Kansas City's flirting with getting into that red zone. 2:57 left in the third quarter. It's 2nd and 10. The Broncos have 3 timeouts along with Kansas City. Mahomes snaps it. There's a free blitzer, but it's a screen. Josie Jewell, can he get there? Can they stop him? And Justin Simmons is there to make the stop at the 7-yard line, and Kansas City's going on a long, long drive. Are we there yet? Tired of this drive. I have to use the bathroom. If I can hold it, you can hold it. Can we stop at McDonald's? Can we just not keep driving? Whatever we do, can we just stop driving? They're going to hand it off to the running back for a gain of about 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd and goal on the 5-yard line. Can we get a flat tire? Some kind of DUI check? Anything to stop driving? Whatever it takes to not continue this drive. Kansas City is up 6 points. They are on the 5-yard line. They are about to score, and we can only score points when we get a turnover. So this would be a huge time to get a turnover. Patrick Surtain lined up at the top of the screen. Looks like he is playing a zone. There was a jump. Bear Browning jumped, and hopefully this is on the offense. Offense, come on, offense. False start, false start, false start. Fuck. It's on the bad guys. It's on the bad guys. This isn't good, guys. This isn't good. I am going to take, let's see, I'm going to go to *6 Media on YouTube. Nice. Star 6 Media. And I'm going to bam, Kansas City at Denver. No. Thank you. Come on. Here we go. 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Can we stop him right here? Kelsey. He's looking. He's scrambling. He's rolling around. He steps back up. He's gonna. Damn it! No! I'm sorry, but I can't even report the news when I'm that mad. It is so hard for me to tell you what happened. And Patrick Mahomes may be the hardest guy to do a play-by-play now. It's like, he ran to the right, then he ran to the back, then he spun around, then he jumped over a guy, then he spun around one more time, and then he threw it to a wide-open guy standing in the end zone. I mean, yes, backyard football. I'm so glad Chris Collinsworth isn't calling this game, so I don't have to hear how special he is and how just stop it. I mean, they had him wrapped up when he threw the ball.
And the surprise, because that's Juju Smith-Schuster's what touchdown in how many games? His first in his last 5.
All right. Well, if you're joining us right now, this is the Only Football Podcast. This is the Only Football Podcast streaming live the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City got off to a 27-0 lead, and now it is 34-21. The Broncos brought the game within 6 points at one point, but you just kind of felt like they couldn't do that forever, right? Eventually, Kansas City was going to score another touchdown because they're freaking Kansas City. So if you're Denver, you have to score here. You have to. You cannot afford to keep doing 3 and outs. I mean, they had 2 opportunities. Actually, they had 3 if you include getting the ball to start the second half. They were down 6 points. Well, they were down 13. They scored, and then they went down 6. And then Kansas City's next 2 drives were 3 and outs and resulted in punts. And Denver could have scored on any of those drives, and they would have been up by 1. They didn't take advantage. And Kansas City eventually is going to score. You can only hold them back for so long. So now Denver's going to come into this drive that's going to go into the 4th quarter. There's only 32 seconds left after a 5-yard run by Marlon Mack on first down. And everything that you want to do is still out in front of you. The game is not over, but you do have to score in this drive. You have to score in this drive to get it back within 6 points. Nice. Okay. We're moving the ball. This is it. We got 1 quarter for the rest of our lives. 1 quarter for the rest of our lives. Tim Tebow reference, national championship. If you know, you know. Put your 4s up. We got 1 quarter for the rest of our life. 1 quarter for the rest of our life. Put your 4s up. I really need you guys, if you're tuning in on this stream, I need you to believe. I need you to believe. There's power in believing. It was 27-0. The Broncos are moving the ball right now. Get a touchdown. We're just waiting for the fourth quarter. They're flipping sides right now. The Broncos get a touchdown on this drive, and things are a lot different. I'm gonna pull up my YouTube. I'm gonna send this link into all of the people on my Broncos Twitter. Let's see, share. Let's go Twitter. Kansas City. All right. Watch live with me to see the greatest Broncos comeback ever! Exclamation mark. Hashtag Denver Broncos. Hashtag Brandon Perna. How about just hashtag That's Good Sports? Hashtag Tom Grossi Comedy. Hashtag NFL. Hashtag S2. All right. Let's go. Pat McAfee. Let's go. Have faith. Have faith. Believe. 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 Look, this is what Russell Wilson's been talking about all year. Unwavering belief. Russell Wilson throws the ball, and it got tipped. Dude, Russell Wilson's so short. Why do they do this to me? I guess it makes it okay that we're out of the playoff contention. But man, if we could just win one game for the rest of the year, this is it. This is it. And it's not just about beating the Chiefs, because we played the Chiefs one more time at the end of the year, but to do it at home for our fans, man. Our fans that have been going to this game and haven't seen the Broncos win in the last 6 years. 6 years, man.
That's what Denver's been battling with all year. Season high points is 23. Look back in week 4 against Las Vegas. Moving pocket. Wilson. He just threw it away to the Kansas City bench. 4th down.
And I don't know that they're going to punt it here. I mean, you're 3-9, trying to keep up with Kansas City, as you've noted a few times, Zion. You want to keep up with Kansas City Track Club? I don't know if you do it punting the ball away here. I know the field position isn't ideal, none of that, but I think this is the right play. Where they are in the record, where they are in the season, any chance you have of taking on Kansas City, you need to possess the football.
It is 4th and 4 with Murray in the backfield.
All right. So I should probably call this out. It's 4th down, and they're going for it in their own territory.
They need 4 yards.
Wilson rolls out. He's taking a shot way downfield. Flag! It's a flag! Let's go! Let's go! He launches the ball, moon ball, all the way downfield, and they call a pass interference on it. This is going to put the Broncos in great position. He was looking for Jerry Jeudy the whole time.
The biggest part of it is the back judge there, Grandis Bell.
You got to give the ball. You got to give the guy a chance to score. Let's go! Let's go! 46-yard penalty in Denver is. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 1st down, Russell Wilson, 15-yard line. They got it. They got to get some points here. I mean, we'll talk about that 4th down in a second. Pump fake. Goes down to Latavius Murray, and he catches it, but there's a flag on the play. They're signaling that it's going to be on holding on Denver. Damn it. All right, well, let's think here, okay? Does a field goal matter? I would say yes. You score a field goal here, and it's a 10-point game with 14 minutes left. So the fact that they were just on their own 35-yard line or 40-yard line, whatever it was, and decided to go for it, I mean, that was the right call. You're 3-9. You got nothing left in your season to really play for. And your best chance to beat the Chiefs is to continue to possess the ball and have a chance to get some points. So, I mean, the fact that they're in field goal range right now, that is a win. You can make this a 10-point game. Ideally, a touchdown is more important here, right? I'm not saying we don't want a touchdown. Come on. I hate streaming games, dude. It always happens at the worst moment. Let's go. All right. They try to throw a screen, and now it's 2nd and 24. Dude. Every time something good happens, people come into the chat, and then every time they leave, something bad happens. I need you guys to stay. I'm getting really superstitious right now. Haven't beat the Chiefs in 6 years. Stay with us. All right, Wilson stepping up. And, oh, my gosh. There's a penalty marker down. We'll see what the flag is. If this could be any kind of defensive holding, get an automatic first down, that would be huge. Let's see what the call is. Oh, my gosh. Quinn Miranez. Did they say 77 or 73? Cam Fleming. Dude, this offensive line is atrocious.
I think when Wilson takes off to go, as he takes off, that's when he gets both hands on him.
Oh, come on.
Trying to control the defender.
I don't know. It looked like he had the front of his jersey. Doesn't matter if he's backpedaling, if he's in front of his man. 2nd and 34. They've literally put themselves out of field goal range on this. How do you lose 24 yards? Wilson's taking a shot. Dulcich caught it. Dulcich caught that. What a catch. What a catch. He was going 20 yards down the field. He tips it, and then the concentration to stay with the ball. The concentration to stay with the ball and come down with that. That was huge. That was big. Huge. Big. I've seen a lot of plays, but I haven't seen any that big. Probably the biggest play ever. Here we go. 3rd and 11, which seems way better than 3rd and 26. Wilson's rolling out. He's going to make a move. What a move. Wilson. Yes. Wow. Oh, no. Oh, no. 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 What happened? Okay, real quick for you guys. Wilson's down, all right? But Wilson also, he knew that he was running, and Bright Reppin's already warming up. Wow. Oh, it's concussion. He let go of the ball. It was one of those where they lose consciousness and just their body goes dead. Oh, Heath's eyes are closed. And wow. I mean, this is the last thing you want to see. I don't know if they're going to let him come back in the game. I don't think they should. I'm being selfish right now as a fan. I just want Wilson to get the credit for the comeback that he's put together. And I have a feeling if Bright Ripen or somebody else makes it happen.
Teammates come over.
Wilson's walking off on his own power. And I guess he's headed into the blue tent. Now, he rolled out on that play, and he made a man miss. And in the moment that he made a man miss, it was obvious that he was going to run. I wouldn't be surprised if they just run the ball here. Rippon just entered the game, and they're going to throw it right away. And it's going back. Oh, don't love that. Wilson's going straight to the locker room. No, he's going into the blue tent.
How about Denver hoping to catch Kansas City? Quarterback coming in, hasn't warmed up.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Denver just elected to pass there because the thought is a new quarterback, not warmed up. They're going to run the ball, so they try to throw him off. But maybe, what are they doing? They're calling a false start. Damn it! Gosh, if you're joining this roller coaster ride, welcome. The Broncos are trying right now to bring the game within 6 points. Wilson has been leading a pretty solid comeback. The Broncos' best game of the season. I wouldn't think I would be saying that in the second quarter when it was 27-0. But welcome to the ride. It's been bumpy. Here we go. 2nd and goal on the 9-yard line. Rippon looks. He throws it. And that's going to be tackled immediately. Thornhill with the tackle. So here we go. It's 3rd and goal. I mean, I don't know why they're saying don't even think about bringing your field goal kicker in. I would. Who cares? You can't think like that. No, you don't. You don't have to go for it. There's a scenario where your defense makes another stop, like the 2 interceptions they've had earlier. Gosh, that is so stupid. Because if they... Here we go. 3rd and goal. Oh, hit as he throws. He throws it in the dirt. Fucking Rippon. God. This is the worst. Come on. Oh, this is so bad. Everything was going great. Man. Are they going for it? You guys don't have to go for it here. Kick the field goal. Yes! Touchdown! I changed my mind! Touchdown! Jerry Jeudy! Touchdown! Woo! Woo! Let's go! Woo! It's good! We got a 6-point game. I'm doing the Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy said, hold my beer. Bright Rippon, Chris Wilson, Russell Wilson. It don't matter. Oh, man. If you're joining us now, the Broncos are back into it. They just scored a touchdown with Brett Rippon. Jerry Jeudy doing this for like the 3rd time today. Things are looking good. I have hope. Let me go ahead and update this. It is 28-34. And everything Denver needs to do is right in front of them. Russell Wilson goes down. They have to bring in Brett Rippon. Things aren't looking so good. Things are all of a sudden starting to look all right. So if you're joining us now, welcome to Only Football, brought to you by Star 6 Media. Go ahead and hit the like, subscribe button so you don't miss anything that we got. We got JCA Sports. We have all kinds of football, basketball, soccer, or football content. We're bringing it all to you. And welcome if you're here watching this game for the first time. This is potentially the greatest comeback of all time being recorded live. I mean, this is footage that I will show my great-great-grandkids if the Broncos win this game. How many people can say that the greatest comeback of all time, they recorded their reaction? I mean, I got the first quarter when it was 27-0, and the eyes, the welting, the emotion. It is all here being recorded live. I'm going to go ahead and check those comments now. If you're watching this game with me, go ahead and let me know in the comments. I will put your comment on the main screen. That's how much I value you guys. I am not like the other streamers where you have to pay $10 to get your comment on the screen. I will put it up there for free. So go ahead and let me know, who's your team? What are you watching? Are you a Broncos fan? Can the Broncos continue this unlikely comeback? And the Broncos game is just now returning from a commercial break. And out of all scenarios that you thought the Broncos could have won this game, probably the most unlikely scenario would have been a shootout. But here we go. The Denver Broncos have more points already in this game than they've scored the entire season. Kansas City scores. They go up 13. It looked like the comeback was going to fall short. The Broncos are on their... Pause that. Oh. Oh.
To congratulate all his teammates. They took his helmet away, and he went right into the locker room. We'll keep you updated.
Russell Wilson will not return in this game after falling unconscious on the field. He did receive a pretty big blow to the head on that run that kept the Broncos' hopes alive in this game. And I would say right now the Broncos are playing with some really good momentum. It's time for the defense to step up and make a stop here. It is a 6-point game. We are at the 10.5-minute mark. It's second down. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. And now if you're Brett Rippon, it's time for you to put together some real confidence. That's what it's going to take. Ideally, what you do here is Patrick Surtain or Justin Simmons. Where's Justin Simmons? It's time for a Justin Simmons interception. I'm putting those vibes out there. Justin Simmons, this one's for you. And get him out of bounds. Yes! And a nice hit by Damari Mathis, who we just drafted in this round. He's turned into a really good player. George Payton, he's done a lot of things right in April. I will say that. He's been doing a really great job of drafting. When John Elway was drafting, we were trash. I actually looked at a draft John Elway did 4 years ago, and we don't have one player from the draft. They're playing Canadian football. I mean, that's how bad it was. Anyway, it's 3rd and 1. There's 9.5 minutes left in the game. He was not a very good general manager. He was a great quarterback. Look at how much the refs love Patrick Mahomes. They're like touching his chest. I can't stand the refs having like these favorites, the Tom Brady's, the Mahomes. It's like, dude, get your hand off of his chest, weirdo. Imagine if we did that. I just like had a question for you, and I didn't know you, and you're at the grocery store, and I just put my hand on your chest while I explained where you return the carts. All right. I'm out of all of my coconut water and my hydroxy cut energy drink. I'm nervous drinking right now. Here we go. Here we go. Big man contest. Let's go. And it's a run up the middle. They stopped them. Let's go. And what do you do? Are they going to go for it?
Mike Purcell, right in the middle. There he is. You see how he takes Trey Smith.
Look at this.
Changes where the line of scrimmage is.
It's a 6-point game, and Denver's getting the ball back.
The run defense for the Denver Broncos is number 98, Mike Purcell.
So you mentioned it. The tackle made by Matt.
4th and 1. Oh, what about a punt return? Washington's first punt return at home. Make that block, 30. That's Stearns. Caden Stearns. Make the block. Make the block. Make the block. Pick it up. Oh, he let it go. And it goes out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So now they are 95 yards away from.
You come to Denver as a kicker, you're going to pad those numbers.
Yeah. Oh, man, I really wish Bright Rippin wasn't coming onto the field right now. I'm sending really bad vibes to Bright Rippin. The opposite happens. Well, if you're joining us, you picked a really good game to join. This is the Only Football Podcast brought to you by Star 6 Media. Go ahead and like and subscribe so you don't miss any games that we do, including the Sunday night football game coming on next between the Chargers and the Dolphins. And I will have now Rick in the booth doing it live. So go ahead and like and subscribe so you get notifications for all of our live streams. And I guess at this point, the game is, let me update this fourth quarter for you guys. The game is kind of coming to an end here. It is make it or break it time, as they say. They got 8 minutes left in the game, so they do practice scenarios like they practice 2-minute offense. They practice 5-minute offense, and they do a 7-minute offense. Ideally, if they could go on it's Patrick Mahomes, so if you leave more than – this is actually something worth talking about. If you leave more than a minute on the clock, let's say you score a touchdown, you go up by 1, but there's 30 seconds on the clock. That is ample time for Mahomes to get into field goal range in Mile High and kick a game winner. So with that said, with 8 minutes and a half, do you want to score a touchdown and take up 8 minutes and give him the ball with 30 seconds? Or do you want to score in, let's say, 3 minutes and leave 5 minutes on the clock? And that's enough time for potentially the Broncos to have the ball last if the Chiefs go down and score. And if the Chiefs can't score and they go, 4 and out and turn the ball over, then Denver goes into kind of like draining the clock mode. I would go with that one versus going on a really long drive because it's just the chances of you scoring and leaving too much time on the clock is really high. But if they could get a touchdown drive or just one big play, I think they'll be in good shape. And the game is back on.
Coming up after the game, time permitting, State Farm postgame show, JB and the gang, latest NFL scores and highlights, all coming up on the State Farm postgame show. Brett Rippin in the backfield, Jerry Jeudy in motion.
He's going to throw it to him. He's going to try to make a move, get as many yards as can, and he'll go out after a game of 5.
Touchdown receptions since the late Demaryius Thomas did it in 2014, and it is 1 year ago this week that Demaryius Thomas passed away.
Wow.
Showed his picture pregame. Wonderful tribute.
What a tribute to Demaryius Thomas.
Crowd. He was such a popular teammate. Rippin could not.
What are you doing?
Jumps on it to make sure Kansas City didn't get there.
He didn't jump on it. He couldn't find it for 10 seconds. How nervous is this guy?
To the 5.
Look at this. This is ridiculous. He drops the ball, and look how long it takes him to locate it. Oh, come on, man. I didn't realize he got kicked. I take it all back. Sending good vibes to Bright Rippin. We really need him. But why did he drop the ball? It's like No reason for him to drop that ball.
Nickel defensively
Let's go.
out of his own end zone. Lets it rip downfield. Too far for Brandon Johnson, the rookie out of Central Florida. And that was a very...
And now we give it back to our punter that's averaging 40-yard
To the point
punts.
you had made earlier about the
Damn it.
injuries and who Russell Wilson, when he's in the game, hasn't been able to throw to. KJ Hamler would be a candidate.
You know what?
Sutton not playing today with a hamstring.
For as much as we've been ragging on Russell Wilson, a guy that's been playing without KJ Hamler, Tim Patrick, no Cortland Sutton, no offensive line. Look at this. Look at this punt. Are you fucking kidding me? What is this, a 40-yard punt?
6-yard return after the 43-yard kick, but the Chiefs have it in Denver territory.
You're in Denver kicking 40-yard punts. Boot it. Our punter's been trashed the last couple weeks. So now, this is fucking terrible. Now they're pretty much in field goal range right now.
With just 7:19 to go. Can't let them even get the field goal position.
To the outside, bouncing off a tackler. No
Josie
play.
Jewell.
And he's buried there by Josie Jewell. They pick up 3 yards.
Man,
Kansas City trying to make this a 2-possession game as we hit the 7-minute.
Bright ripping. Why is this happening to us right now?
Mahomes up to 335 yards through the air. Line of scrimmage is the 38.
Second and 7. Man in motion for Kansas City. The Broncos are sending a blitz.
McKinnon.
And it's going to be a run for 3 yards.
NFL Today update.
All right. So here we go. It's third down.
Yeah, it was Raheem Blackshear goes 8 yards right here for a touchdown. The Carolina Panthers lead the Seattle Seahawks 27-17.
Iron Eagle, Charles Davis, and Evan Washburn.
Well, it's been a wild season for Carolina. Coach gets fired, gets a new job at Nebraska. Matt Rule, Steve Wilson.
All right, so the crowd's into it. So am I. Let's go. This is it. You got to force an interception. A pick 6 right here. Let's get it. Let's get a pick 6. Let's get a pick 6. Come on. Yeah! Let's go. Let's go. Let's go! Woo! 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 Called it. Wasn't a pick 6, but it was a pick. Say that every play. Josie Jewell with the second pick of the game. Sertan with 1. Look at this. You can put your tongue back in your mouth. You ain't no MJ.
He takes it away from him.
That is number
47,
3
baby.
for Patrick Mahomes. And
Josie Jewell.
at their own 46-yard line with 5:49.
Josie Jewell. Here we go. 5:49. I like this. Now we go into that 5-minute offense. Latavius Murray in the backfield. The first play is going to be a fake handoff. He's going to roll out. He's going to throw it down. And Tomlinson's going to be there for a gain of 5, gain of 6. I'll take it. I'll take it. What a turn of events. I mean, you got the Chiefs on the fringe of field goal range. They kick that field goal. They go up 9. The game's essentially over. And an interception. Wow. Broncos country. All right, they're going to hand it off to Murray. It's going to be a gain of 2 to 3 yards, bring up a 3rd and 2. Broncos country, we're in here together. We believe we're going to beat the Chiefs right now live. And I said this earlier. This would be the greatest Broncos comeback of my entire life, and I would have it all live. I can show this to my great-great-great-grandkids one day. Be like, son, let me show you the greatest Broncos game I've ever witnessed when Brett Rippon stepped in and won the game with 4 minutes left.
You take your chances. Now they get Judy in the slot.
Let's go. Let's give it back. Let's get it back to Judy. He's got 3 touchdowns in the game.
Third down and 3 for
Play clock goes to 2 seconds.
Rippin trying to convert.
Rippin's looking. He's looking. He's looking. Oh, no.
No!
What the fuck, Rippin?
And he's dropped at the 30-yard line.
Gosh, how bad are you?
And affects Brett Rippin on that pass that got popped up in the air. Late flag is thrown at the 42.
Kansas City well aware of Jerry Judy as well. They doubled him on this play. And took
This
it
is the
away
third
from
time
Rippin
that
as
he's
an option.
thrown a ball like that. The first time was in the end zone.
Intercepting team number 55. The 15-yard penalty. Kansas City keeps the ball.
All right, well, they got a 15-yard penalty, so at least it could take them out of field goal range. Defense steps up, and maybe can get the ball back one more time.
Correction. Half the distance to the goal from the 29.
Half the distance of the goal. They're not. I thought you could only do that when you're within the 10-yard line.
Getting to Rippin. And then
All right, so.
like it's the third out on a pop fly. And
Oh my gosh.
That was a can of corn.
Can of corn. I love it.
And that's the second interception thrown by Denver quarterbacks today. One from Wilson, one from Rippin. Kansas City has the football.
All right, Kansas City ball on the 10-yard line, 4 minutes and 21 seconds left. Chiefs, oh my gosh, now you're going to get a false, and then you got a false start on Denver. Come on!
Tackled right at the line of scrimmage. Play made by Nick Bonito.
It is not the time for that. What are you doing?
Number 42. The 5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
You can do anything but that.
And that was not Bonito for Denver.
Why? Why are you not watching the ball at this point in your NFL career?
First and 5 for Kansas City.
Gosh, shit you learned in Pop Warner.
Third career game with 3 interceptions. First since the 2020 season at Miami for Patrick Mahomes.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Josie. Let's go.
McKinnon. Good vision. Coming upfield for a first down. 6-yard gain. Coming up after the game, State Farm postgame show. JB, Phil, Nate, Boomer, and Coach Cower. Time permitting.
I don't like when they start talking about the post-game show.
All coming up.
Makes me realize the game's almost over.
If you're Kansas City with the running backs you mentioned earlier in the game, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, not available, hurt. I believe he's on IR. But, you know, Isaiah Pacheco has moved in solidly as the lead guy. Haven't seen much of him in the last couple of series, but the trust they have in Jarrett McKinnon, number 1, is paramount and absolute. Especially
It's time to get a stop. You got 3.5 minutes left at the snap.
They get the snap ball.
Let's go. Is it timeout time? See if Denver calls a timeout here.
Jackson with a tackle.
Yeah. And the timeouts start rolling. Here we go. I don't like this Brett Rippin thing happening right now. I'm just going to be honest about it. It does not make me happy. He's just been so bad since he came in. He had that one good pass to Jerry Jeudy. I'll give him that. But he doesn't. The problem is the offensive line is so bad that, hey, he was about to pee. Got a puppy in training over here. Go put him on his potty pad.
All about competitors, wasn't it? Russell Wilson trying to get to the end zone. Frank Clark trying to.
He doesn't have the legs like Wilson to get out of the pocket with such a bad offensive line, and that's the problem. And they're going to do a screen, and it's going to be swallowed up. Timeout. And that's gonna. This will be interesting. Do you think Kansas City runs the ball? Why does Kansas City run the ball to run clock, or do they try to get a first down to seal the game?
Different names that they wheel in and out on that front for the Denver Broncos.
And just getting Harris back, he had been out with injury. Getting him back today is a big deal for them. Giving him extra depth, extra guys to rush the passer. He comes up with a big play there, snipping out the attempted screen pass.
And it sets up a 3rd down and 11. From the gun. Mahomes tosses. First down. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with the grab.
3rd and 11, and there's just a wide open wide receiver 20 yards downfield.
Against Cincinnati in the AFC Championship game, it seemed like the Kansas City Chiefs were playing not to
How does that happen?
And Cincinnati reeled them in. Patrick Mahomes said in the offseason, never again. That play there was not a not-to-lose play. That play was a play to win, taking the shot at it at 3rd and 11, and Mahomes making the play.
And now Denver has one timeout. So best case, they get the ball back at the 2-minute warning.
Little stop and go
Dude.
from Pacheco.
And they're just going to run the ball. I don't expect a throw.
Denver's gonna use its final timeout.
All right, so there's 3 minutes and 7 seconds. They have no timeout, so they would have to snap the ball on 3rd down at 2 minutes and 20 seconds about. And if they stop them there, then it will go down to the 2-minute warning, and Denver would have 2 minutes if they run the ball and get stopped on every play. Don't expect Kansas City to do that. I expect them to run the ball here, take it down to 2 minutes and 20 seconds, and then on 3rd down, they snap it with 2:20 and try to get a first down and then just take knees. These 2 plays will decide the outcome of the game.
He is always looking for that next step. And that 3rd down pass was on the money to that.
And here's the first run. Oh my gosh. And that's going to be the game.
Will get him enough for the first down. So they're just going to use as much clock as possible. Denver, no timeouts remaining.
This is how good a run it was. Alex Singleton, Josie Jewell, the tackling machines. What do they call them? The Bash Brothers?
Mm-hmm.
McKinnon able to get through Singleton on that one in order to pick the first down. Something that doesn't happen very often. Those two get their mitts on you, usually go down on the spot.
Right.
Next up,
I'm so tired of fucking losing.
Home for Seattle. They actually have the easiest remaining schedule in the NFL. That changes week to week depending upon results. First down inside the 45. And there's nothing there for Jerick McKinnon. Falls forward, Draymond Jones.
Best case scenario, Denver gets the ball back. Let's see. It's going down to 2-minute warning. 40 plus 40 is 80. That's a minute and 20 seconds. They might get the ball back with 40 seconds. 35 seconds left with no timeouts.
Denver can do is get the ball back with around 30 seconds left. If there are no incompletions from Kansas City.
All right. Well, I'm sorry, guys. Broncos country. This sucks, man. We've lost now every time we played the Chiefs since 2016. Justin Simmons has never beat the Chiefs in his entire Broncos career. We had a good comeback, but the second Russell Wilson went out of the game, it just all kind of changed. And honestly, this is probably something that we needed as a fan base to realize Russell Wilson. There's been a lot of things that are bad this year, but there is a depleted offensive line that is missing everybody. There is no Tim Patrick. There is no Cortland Sutton. There's no KJ Hamler. Like, he's doing the best he can with what he has. And I understand it's been so bad, but this game changed my mind a little bit about Russell Wilson. I can still see that he is clearly better than, a backup quarterback, just because he's still mobile. He can still run. He can still throw the deep ball, and his IQ to, on that 4th down when he threw that 50-yard bomb, he knew that it was going to probably result in a pass interference. That's IQ stuff that smart quarterbacks do. I think Russell Wilson still gives the Broncos the best chance of winning, which is there's been weeks where I wasn't sure about that. And today it became pretty clear. If we can get a better offensive line, I mean, a lot better. This isn't even serviceable. This is bad. And we can get, our running game back and not have Latavius Murray as our leading running back, because Melvin Gordon can't hold onto the ball, and Javonte Williams is a really special guy. He's a special player. And we just haven't, we haven't been able to have him this year since his injury. So, I mean, this team could be a lot better than they are. And the injuries are just a big reason for that. And I still have hope right now. I mean, it's not looking good, but the Broncos could get the ball back with 30 seconds, and maybe Jerry Jeudy gets open one more time. Maybe Mahomes tries to throw the ball and it gets incomplete. I don't think Andy Reid is dumb enough to do that. That's something only.
If they get a win and the Chargers lose, on a give,
Pacheco just got a first down. Motherfucker! No!
Kansas City is going to win it despite a scare from the Denver Broncos.
Gets good blocking, but he turns it on late. Drops his shoulder into one, into two. Keeps the legs driving. Joe Tooney, number 62, comes over.
And Justin Simmons.
Look at him run through.
What are you doing? Look at Justin Simmons, the way he just waits. Why not run up and lay the hammer? Justin Simmons just lost the game for us. God!
Kyle Brandt, there you go.
Well, guys, thanks for watching.
Tonight on CBS begins with 60 Minutes and an important report on the dangers of social media, followed by the National Christmas Tree Lighting and the CBS special Must Love Christmas.
I show speed.
CBS.
What's going on? Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being interactive in the group chat, in the comments. I will put all your guys' comments up on the screen. This is not like other podcasts where you have to pay for that. Go ahead and let me know how you're feeling.
Kansas City has beaten Denver.
Josh Ramsey said, thanks, man. Absolutely. Love the enthusiasm. Yeah, there was a lot to be enthusiastic about, man. There was a lot to be happy about. Denver, being down 27-0, they outscored them in the rest of the game 7-28, and as they're separating a fight right now in the field between the parties.
Looks like they're trying to clear.
There's just some real bad blood between these two teams, and that's what will happen when a team beats you 13 times in a row. Eventually it's going to spill over. So unlucky you didn't get it done. Russ needs to get a chip on his shoulder and get in the ear. Looked great today. Yeah, Russell Wilson looked like, I was just talking about it. I don't know if you guys were here for it, but I just said there's been games that Russell Wilson did look like we weren't quite sure if he was the answer at quarterback. And today it kind of proved that, look, this is just a really, really bad offensive line, and everybody's injured, and our best chance of winning is still with Russell Wilson. Yeah, I hear you. Needs to get in the war, and hopefully this will kind of spark something. Unfortunately, in the beginning of the season, I had the Broncos Chiefs week 18 game being for playoff contention, but by the time that game happens, I would be surprised if Kansas City's playing any of their starters. We clinch if Chargers lose. Yeah, I wouldn't really worry about that. The Chargers aren't going to be a good team anyway. So, Chargers are another team that's depleted with injuries. Most players, I think, on IR out of any team. And Herbert breaking his ribs has only been averaging like 3 yards a pass. So it's just a matter of time before the Chiefs clinch. It's not like it's not going to happen. Whether the Chiefs win or whether the Chargers win or lose today, the Chiefs will clinch the West. So, yeah, totally a good game. I'm glad. I was happy to see the Broncos have a fight in them, and not just roll over. It was really impressive to see that. As much as the defense gave up 20 points in the first half, it was looking really bad about the defense because they really don't give up a lot of points, and then you see them give up that many points, and it was just like, oh, what are they doing? But they did have 3 interceptions, and they did give the Denver Broncos a chance to stay in the game. And to see the defense kind of turn around that performance, I would say the defense did what they needed to do to give the Broncos a chance to win the game. And it's just unfortunate that the Broncos could only muster 1 touchdown in the second half. Or no, they had 2 touchdowns. Yeah, it's just there was more opportunities because Kansas City only scored 7 times. So there was probably about 5 drives that just ended in a punt that were just really unfortunate because, yeah, I think if Russell Wilson doesn't leave that game, things could have been different. And they still got a touchdown on the drive that he went out and got hurt. But we weren't able to do anything after that. So, and if you take away that 1 touchdown pass, that was the only highlight from Brett Rippon that entire game. So definitely a good game. Sucks to be on this side of it again, but thank you guys for watching and tuning in. And we are going to be going live in less than 1 hour for the Sunday Night Football game between the Dolphins and the Chargers. So I predict the Dolphins win that game. So go ahead and tune back in about an hour for the Sunday Night Football game. And we will see you guys soon. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel so we can continue making content for you guys and continue putting out these videos. We would love to be able to have you guys tune in for all of our live streams. And Josh Ramsey, thank you so much for your support. If you could subscribe to our channel, that would mean a lot to us. We're really trying to get a lot of more people involved in our podcast, and we've been doing really great. We just had a person. Oh, thanks, man. Thank you. Shout out to Josh Ramsey for subscribing to our channel. And yeah, I'll tell you guys about it later, but we did have something really cool. A guy named Tom Grassi, who's got a ton of followers, sent over all of his fans into our podcast. And we are on YouTube. You can find us at Star 6 Media. I will actually pull it up right here on my phone. This is, if you just go to YouTube and type in Star 6 Media, you'll see right here, Kansas City at Denver. The logo is it's pretty much all black with red circle, says Star 6 Media inside of it. So if you go into the Star 6 Media page, which looks like this, you will see that there's an area that says playlists. So if you click on playlists and hit the arrow down, because Star 6 Media has so many different sports, you hit the arrow down and there it is, only football. And that is where you'll find all of our content. So yeah, thank you for your subscription. Thank you guys for watching and being a part of this. Truly appreciate it. And we will see you guys in about 45 minutes. All right. See ya.